And we are.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to RHPD Podcast. I'm JT Dallas.
I'm Voodoo.
And for the first time in a while, minus the Clash, we have racing come Sunday. But before
No
we
more
get on to
football.
that, let's not talk about football right now. Before we get into all of that, let's
EAGLES Eagles.
Oh man. Roll that intro.
All right. Somebody's not happy about it. But it's okay. A lot of people are.
Honestly, all I'm gonna say is I was hoping for the 3-peat. But
Doink.
yeah, it didn't work.
They didn't even have a chance.
No, bro. They started playing. They play like crap. But
I would agree with that.
it is what it is. If you haven't watched it, sorry for the spoilers. You should have already watched it because I'm sure it's already been spoiled for you today. Sure, it was spoiled for you last night.
On the internet, you're already screwed. But the good news is, we got 6 days until cars earn points, but
That's
only
right.
2 days until we see cars on track.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Me too.
But we do have some racing to cover in our post-race breakdown. So we're not talking about NASCAR, obviously, because there was no NASCAR this week.
There were some
but we
NASCAR
are
drivers.
Huh?
There were some NASCAR drivers, though.
There were a few NASCAR drivers. So we're talking about the Federated Auto Parts Dirt Car Nationals in Volusia Speedway. The Wednesday feature. So it was won by Carson Mikado. Coming in second was David Gravel. And this name might be familiar to you guys if you pay attention to NASCAR at all. But Kyle Larson came in third. And then a couple other NASCAR guys were thrown in there. That would be Casey Kane in the Casey Kane Racing. And then Christopher Bell came in 16th. Those are the Wednesday features.
Was the opening night. And moving on to the second night, I figured you would have wanted to cover this. The Thursday feature, in that 69 kilo car, old Christopher Bell took the win there, and then Kyle Larson, Young Money, up second. Logan Schuchart took up third, and then Casey Kane was also in the Thursday feature. Didn't make it to the Thursday feature because he finished in fifth in the showdown. That
yes, sir. Moving on to Friday, Young Money Kyle Larson took that feature, followed by Chris Bell in second, and David Gravel in third. Casey Kane finished ninth in the Friday feature.
Then Saturday. Not on a Sunday, but the main feature night. So, old Young Money took the lead. Saturday feature. The 1S of Logan Schuchart took second, and David Gravel took third. Notice pretty much kept mentioning the same names over and over. Casey Kane did not make it to Saturday's feature. He finished 7th in the showdown. Christopher Bell did not make it to Saturday feature either because he finished 13th place in his C main because he didn't actually start there because he DNF'd in Heat 4 and finished.
Yes, sir. This continues till Thursday, February 13th, Friday, February 14th, and Saturday, February 15th. So but obviously a couple of them guys will not be in it.
Yeah,
Now
probably
my
not.
fuzzy. Why am I fuzzy?
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair.
Why is it not? That's gonna aggravate me.
There you go.
There we go. I don't know why it wasn't wanting to focus. Anyway, so now we can move on to our trackside trends.
I do like these graphics. A little kind of nifty.
They actually work.
Well, that too. So
All
starting
right.
off with some NASCAR news. Xfinity is not returning as the entitled sponsor of the Xfinity Series after 2025 season. So, Busch, it's your turn to step up and become. Just saying.
Yes, sir. Well, Craftsman come back, so. But moving on, Sunoco's longtime sponsorship expires in 2025, and no extension has been reached so far. NASCAR is expected to talk with other brands. So,
What other major
Shell,
gas brand? Well, yeah, Shell, I guess.
Exxon, BP. I mean, there's a lot of oil companies and gas companies I can go to.
Yeah, I think Shell's got the biggest footprint rather than Sunoco.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Xfinity may not be returning next season for the Xfinity Series, but this season, NASCAR is introducing the Xfinity Fastest Lap. So if you can drive super fast and you record the fastest lap, then you get an extra point standings along with your team for each race that you get the fastest lap for. And that's across all three of the National Series trucks, soon to not be Xfinity and Cup.
Yep. It's almost similar to the Busch or Budweiser Pole Award, if you remember that. Yeah, still like.
We'll see how that shakes things up. Yeah, the biggest difference it would have made last season is I believe Tyler Reddick would have been regular season champion instead of Larson. That might have put some changes up playoffs there.
Possibly. Sorry, I'm messing with my light. It's making a weird noise. Might. Who knows? The truck race at Atlanta on February 22nd will now begin at 1:30 time instead of will be
Mike is
still
breaking
aired
up
on
again.
FS1. What?
Your mic breaking up again.
Anyway, the truck race will be at 1:30 instead of 2. Still aired on FS1.
Hall of Fame inductees were officially brandished into the Hall of Fame. That'd be Carl Edwards, Ricky Rudd, and Mr. Ralph Moody. Friday.
Heck yeah. Yes, sir. The
I don't know what it stands for.
see. Okay. I was like, I'm trying to think of what's the COSM is set to harness its state-of-the-art technology and use shared reality in their LA to Dallas venues during Daytona 500 watch parties.
Yeah, LA and Dallas, not LA, Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't read. Y'all guys know that already.
Shared reality for the Daytona 500 watch party.
What does that even mean?
I think basically they're having a watch party, but they're gonna feel like they're actually at the track.
How do they do that? They're gonna put you in a room with like projectors everywhere and surround sounds and
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like probably a super high quality like feel. You got the noise, you got the smell, the sound, the feel, all
Can you
of it.
imagine having a 4D experience for every race? Like, just go and put it in your living room and just be like, don't bother me. Where you could still like hear commentary and everything. That would be sick. I would love to have that in my life, where you could hear the announcers talk and everything, but you had like the VR look at the. Oh, I need that in my life.
Would be brilliant. Anyways, the 2025 Toyota Gazoo Racing Driver Development lineup has been announced. That will consist of 7 drivers: Taylor Gray, William Sawlik, Brent Cruz, Corey Heim, Gio Ruggiero, Bella Robusto, and Jade Avdizian. Probably butchered that last one.
Good enough for me. Right, so moving on to team changes a little bit. Starting with the truck series, we got Nice Motorsports has issued a statement that Christian Rose will not run full time due to unforeseen sponsorship changes. Bailey Curry will be the interim driver of the 44.
Yeah, so Christian Rose having to step back. Sponsorship dollars fell through. Not pretty.
That would suck.
But moving on to Henderson Motorsports, Mr. Parker Kligerman's going to run the number 75 Big Machine Spiked Coolers Silverado at Daytona. Track again.
Heck yeah. Moving over to Xfinity, DGM Racing has formed a strategic alliance with Jesse Iwuji?
Iwuji? That's what I was
Iwuji
going.
Motorsports to field 3 cars in the series this season. The 71, the 91.
Yeah, the 71, 91, 92. 2 of those are going to be full time. One's going to be part time. Which?
I guess we'll find out.
Sam Hunt Racing has missed. Translate that, okay?
Sir, you can't take my bit. My bit is not being able to read, okay?
I can't speak. That's the difference. Sam Hunt Racing is bringing Jeffrey Earnhardt back. Forever Lawn is going to join him and the 24 team for multiple races this.
Heck yeah. I seen a lot of hate
24 is going to
be Jeffrey. I don't understand. I don't understand why everybody's hating on him.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I seen a bunch like on Facebook and even on like Twitter and stuff. It's just like, why hate on him? All he said was he was happy he could bring racing like still to his family. I mean, I don't get it.
Nobody knows.
It's not like he was like, I'm better. It's not like he made the statement like, I'm better than my grandpa at racing. Like, at least I don't think that's what he said, but
I don't know. I think he does deserve a full-time ride somewhere.
I don't know. All I'm saying is like, I don't know. I don't get why everybody's hating on him. They love Junior, but they can't stand him.
Well, got Junior riding on his daddy's coattails.
True, but also Jeffrey's riding on his grandpa's coattails and his uncle's.
Obviously, he's on like the very end of the coattails because he's not getting as much publicity as Junior.
I don't know. I think this is my hot take. Okay, are you ready? I think some of Junior's publicity. Okay. Some of his publicity came from his dad to begin with, but then he started developing his own character away from his dad. You know what I mean? Versus he wasn't just quiet and did whatever daddy told him. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was kind of a wild boy. And I think that's really kind of what forged his legacy. I mean, yeah, his dad had a lot to do with it, but at the same time, he's as much of a character in NASCAR as his dad was.
Yeah.
Now, in the same sense, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Chase Elliott if Bland was a person, it would be Chase Elliott. And I mean, his dad was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not as much of a character as Junior was. I think that's why. I get Chase Elliott is the favorite driver. He always is. All them fake accounts that are voting, that Hendrick had to put out. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
I don't think they got fake accounts. I just think they got a little bot to them.
Right. But I don't know. It just I see like a lot of hate going towards Jeffrey. Like I haven't really dug into him, so he might have said some stupid stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, why is he getting all this hate? Which I don't know. I just haven't followed his career enough, I guess.
Yep.
That's my hot take. Sorry. Moving on to Cup. JGR's Interstate Batteries to return for the 34th straight season. He will be the primary sponsor of Christopher Bell for 4 races and Ty Gibbs for 1 event because Grandpappy needs to throw his money towards the grandson.
Yeah, well, at least Christopher Bell's.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting because every car had it last season.
Yep. For 1 race, but all 4 of them ran it. I don't know that in that situation, it was kind of confusing to tell who was who. Yeah. I really didn't care for that much. You know what I mean? Like when they all ran it. Did you see this Interstate DeWalt car?
Save it.
Okay.
Don't skip to the end of the show already.
Why not?
Moving on to Legacy Motor Club. Legacy's manager of race engineering, Mr. Chad Johnston, is going to serve as the crew chief for Mr. Jimmy Johnson.
I vote that Mr. H let Knaus run with him just for 1 race this season. I just want to see what they'll be able to do.
Be interesting.
Get the old 40.
I don't know if he'd want to step back into a crew chief role, though. No way.
Not just for 1 race. Like if they were going to do it for any race, it should be the 500. But just saying, it'd be nice.
Not happening.
A man can dream, Kenny.
I guess.
All right. So you ready to flip on over to our race day horizon?
Okay, we got a lot to cover on this race day horizon.
It's very true.
So, starting with Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I don't have it on the right day, so give me a second. Let me.
Don't jump ahead in the schedule.
Have it open. 1 minuto. I'm gonna take it off of there so you don't have to stare at it at a time.
Yeah, viewers, don't jump ahead in this episode.
All right. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Yes, sir.
Starting with Wednesday, February 12th. That's, 2 days. Beautiful. All of this will be on FS1 starting at super early 10 a.m. Got your cup practice. That's be close practice. And then at 8 p.m. is finding out who gets pole.
And this is
and
okay.
temperatures and rain because it's NASCAR's back. So rain is back.
Oh man, yep. It can't be NASCAR season without rain.
Yep. So it's gonna be 80s during the day, 70s at night. So not too much of a difference there, and only a 5% chance of rain on Wednesday. Probably.
Yes, sir. Thursday though, February 13th At 4:05 p.m., ARCA practice starts, and at 5:05 p.m., the truck practice starts, both on FS1, or it looks like all of Thursdays on FS1. Let's see here, man. At 6, you got NASCAR race days, and then for some reason at 7, you've got like, man, just these little things called nothing but the duels, baby. Duel 1 starts at 7, and Duel 2 starts at 8:45. And then following up after those duels, you've got So Damn Close Atlanta 24 at 10 p.m. So just to round up your day of NASCAR.
Cool. Then temperatures in there, sir.
Oh, true. I didn't even. The column break threw me off. I'm not going to lie. 80s during the day, 70s at night, and a whopping 30% chance of rain. So it's getting a little up there, a little scary.
Only gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to Friday. Love Day. Starting at a whopping 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Got your ARCA qualifying. 3 o'clock. Got truck qualifying on FS1. 4:35 p.m. You got your Xfinity practice on the CW. 5:35 p.m. you got your second cup practice on FS1. And then at 7:30 p.m. we get to see the trucks race for the points. First time this season. Fresh from Florida, 250 for 100 laps on FS1. It'll be 70s during the day, so slightly cooler. 60s at night. And a 35 chance of rain.
Yes, sir. Do you know if Chastain's running the trucks this year?
He is not. We cover what cup drivers are running in the trucks and and all that stuff here in a minute.
I should stop jumping over myself, shouldn't I?
Okay.
I'm sorry. All right. Talking about some Saturday racing. We got the Xfinity qualifying on the CW at 10 a.m. 12 p.m. Daytona ARCA 200 on Fox. Let's see here. Cup practice. This is the third practice at 3:05 on FS2. And at 5 o'clock, we've got the Xfinity United Rentals 300 with 120 laps on the CW. The high during the day will be 80s, 70s at night, and a low 20% chance of rain.
Here's where it gets fun.
Yes, sir.
On
Sunday. Hang on, baby. This is gonna get bumpy.
is there Sunday, the lone event, most important event. At 2:30 will be the Cup race, the Daytona 500, 200 laps around Daytona International Speedway on Fox. It'll be a whopping 80 degrees, or will be in the 80s, and a substantial 50% chance of rain.
Because it won't be NASCAR without rain. Man. So, are we doing the watch party this year?
Or
so, if you want to join up with us, we're going to try to be on our Discord at, I think we said 2 o'clock. That's when I'm going to try to jump in at our watch party tab. 2:30, somewhere in there. Close to it. We usually watch the pre-race show. And then, of course, we leave out the last part. You know, it's minute, just the race. And call it a night. No, guys, of course we watch the race.
no, just
so jump in our what?
Pre-show and the first 10 laps. That's all we get.
Yep, that's all you get. Unless you subscribe to our Patreon, which is a whole pricey amount of free right now.
$3.99.
Because on our Patreon, you can see what we did with an awesome group of guys that do another podcast called Wrap It Up. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. These guys are really fun to have an episode with, and by the sounds of it, we might be getting at some point. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I'm working on editing it so we can release tidbits out to
On
YouTube lands, but the full
Yes,
unedited
sir.
version will stay on Patreon.
Yes, sir. But these guys are really cool. We got Dr. Aaron and he's gonna get mad at me. I can't remember his name off the head. Justin? I want to say his name is. I don't. Yeah, it's Justin. Ah, man, I knew it was either Justin or Josh, and I didn't want to say the wrong. Sorry, bro. But yeah. So if you guys want to go check their show out, if you haven't even heard, it's Wrap It Up. It's here on YouTube. It's called the Wrap It Up Show, I think, on YouTube.
Yep. And they actually were live tonight because
They were live. I was gonna jump. We were gonna jump in because we thought they were gonna be live on Wednesday. We're gonna jump in and kind of annoy them a little bit, but we got our show. They got theirs.
Cars were starting on track on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think their show ended already, though. I'm pretty sure.
I've watched it all over.
Oh, did you? I didn't. I haven't got a chance to. I was super busy before this. But if you guys want to watch Daytona with us, have some conversations, talk a little bit about what's going on, your favorite scheme, whatever, hang out with us, join our Discord, and jump in the watch party tab on that, which the code for Discord will be in the description.
It also shows up in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, it'll flash up on this corner every now and then. But you can also go check out our Patreon and check out our episode with those guys. And go show them some love if you subbed already. They also have Facebook and kinds of stuff, so just look it up. Their icon's a wheel. I don't know, Voodoo, if you want to link in bio at the end of this or what.
I might be able to pull that off. I don't have it in there at the moment, but I might.
Yeah, I wasn't sure with us being live. That's why I didn't think about having that on there. But anyway,
before we move on.
Yeah.
Before we move on. Before we move on. You mentioned going to check out another podcast or hopping in our Discord for the watch party, but you didn't mention NASCAR Fantasy League, baby. It's time.
That's right. Well, see, what I was going to do was ask what your pick was for Daytona. And then we were going to just go from there. Because I was going to say, if you want to make your picks.
Well, my pick for Daytona is the one and only Mr. Comeback, Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. Man.
There's proof of it. I already made my pick. I put it in the comments of the Wrap It Up podcast. So.
He definitely needs it. That's all. If Kyle Busch wins this one, I will be very happy. But you know who I'm pulling for, and I don't know if he's going to make it or not. I'm looking for a monster car to go across, and not Papa's money monster car, but Riley Herbst. I would love to see him take
I get a rookie to get the.
Cindric did it.
Yeah, but tried to go for a three-peat already. Trying to go for a repeat now, and I don't know if it's gonna work.
No, it wouldn't be a repeat technically.
A rookie winning Daytona 500.
It was. I don't know. If I had to pick another person, it would. Who would I pick? Ooh, I would say Priest. I guess I'd like to see Priest win it. In that nice number 60.
I had a backup. Priest would go with Mr. BJ Cloud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then slam right in front of people and wreck the entire fields. But hey,
okay, the Toyotas did the same thing themselves at Talladega, but we won't go there.
That was themselves.
So if you want to join in and make your picks, NASCAR.com is where our fantasy is hosted. It's the Raise Hail Praisedale podcast. Make sure you spell it all the way out. It's HALE. Podcast is on the end. Podcast is not on the end, then it's somebody else's, and then you don't get entered into getting the prize.
And tell them what they might win today.
Or at the end of the today. It'll be in November. It'll be a 1/64th size diecast from the Lionel Racing website. Your choosing.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you look up that podcast, and then the password to get into it is all lowercase RHPD or be trash can.
Yep. And they're not doing fantasy for the duels, are they?
No.
I don't think
But
they were.
the drivers do get points for
I did see that one.
just the top 10 of each one.
Yes, sir. But speaking of Daytona, you want to talk about some entries because we have quite a few.
Yes, we do. Oh man, starting with trucks. They only get 36 spots on their field. Well, guess what? There's 38 trucks. They don't have a charter system like the Cup Series.
Yeah, 2 of them are going home.
You do got a couple of guys pulling double duty from the Cup Series, jumping down to trucks. Not technically double duty. Be the 07 of Mr. Michael McDowell, number 7 of Justin Haley, and the 38 of Chandler Smith.
I'd like to see McDowell win at least one Daytona race, whether that be in trucks
He might get
or
the pole.
Yeah, he might.
Pretty good at getting the pole.
All right, so moving on to Xfinity. There's 41 cars for 38 spots, and the 2 of those drivers, Justin Allgaier in that number 7, and Anthony Alfredo. Fast Pasta's making his shooting for a spot in the Xfinity race. This next one's where it gets fun.
Yeah, so the Cup Series, there are only 40 spots, maybe 41 this time around. 45 cars going for it. A lot of people going home.
Yes, sir.
Cool thing, Mr. Anthony Mackie, new Captain America himself, serve as Grand Marshal for the 500.
I want to go see that movie so bad. I seen the trailer for it when we went and watched Moana 2, and it looks awesome. And I'm not even really a Marvel guy. I really didn't care to go see the Avengers, and it definitely looked really cool. I know it's off of NASCAR, but I'd still wanted to talk about it. You pulling up the entry list? There it is. So of
These
course,
are just our chartered entries here.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Moving on, we have 45, like you said, cars going for 40, 41 possibly spots. So these are our charters, and there are 36 of them.
Correct. 9 open cars that are going for 4 spots. Maybe 5.
So 4, maybe 5 people are going home pretty upset. And if it's one of them in this list, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
That'd be this list.
We might have to do a watch party for the duels.
Just be the list we're talking about.
Yes, sir. So starting off, sorry, I should stop flipping that around. My ADHD is killing me. Sorry, guys. So starting off, we got race.
Your microphone is cutting out again.
Oh my sweet haste.
It's doing so good for so long. But before he gets to those open entries, we did not mention that the 25 Blazer EVSS will be the pace vehicle of the Daytona 500.
Oh, very slightly. Well, they don't have any Camaros left, so I guess they got to do something. But starting off with the biggest loser challenge, Corey LaJoy, 281 start.
I think it was 74. I don't have him on the list anymore. Driver.
Yeah.
Dylan's at the top now with like 210, I think.
Not very far behind him.
Catch up pretty.
Yep.
He's running full time.
He has. Oh, I don't want to know the Cup. Well, I guess we can go with the Cup Series. He has 258 career Cup starts. So that's not including his truck or Xfinity start. But right behind him, we've got Justin Allgaier running that beautiful number 40 JR. Sorry, I thought I heard something. JR Motorsports car. Fielded also by Chris Stapleton.
But at least sponsored by him.
Yeah. And then behind him, you got JJ Yaley. And behind him, you got Martin Truex Jr. Sorry, guys. I'm on call for work, so I'm like having to listen to my phone, and it sounds like it's vibrating, but it's not. It's weird.
I'm vibrating. Mr. Fast Pasta's up next in that 62. Anthony Alfredo. Chandler Smith, which you mentioned, was pulling double duty. He is running in the 66 for Garage 60. BJ McLeod, my secondary pick, 78. He started Jimmy Johnson. Or it's going to slam dunk the competition and make his way in.
He's going to win.
And then Mr. Elio Castroneves in the 91. If he does not race his way in, he will be the 41st car. Has that up?
Yes, sir. Okay, never mind. I don't want to jump ahead. I was going to say something, but I don't want to jump ahead.
Going to jump ahead too.
Well, certain someone's car.
Car could that be?
You don't have it on here.
Jimmy Johnson's car.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that wasn't a good image. Could have pulled one from that video, but
yeah, I was about to say, did you see that video where Shaq was trying to get in it and stuff?
But anyway, it's made to look like the Orlando Magic jersey from back in the day when Shaq first started playing for the team. So it looks really good. Yeah, I like it.
I'm probably good. If Lionel wasn't so trash at making cars, I'd probably pre-order.
I am pre-order. My only little bit of hope of getting it.
Well, I'll pre-order the 164. I'm talking about a 124. My wife probably won't let me pre-order the 124th again. We spent $130.
I give you permission.
Oh, you give me permission? Okay. I'll tell her when she starts getting mad. I'll be like, well, Martin said it was okay. But here's to hoping that he gets his third Daytona 500.
Yeah. So we got roughly close to half of the field paint schemes that we get. We got roughly half of the field paint schemes that we get to get quick.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be doing these in number order, not in order of looks the best. But
if you want to hear our ratings on that, you can check us out Wednesday when we do our scheme scene videos, because we will rate each scheme 1 lugs to 5. So,
yep. Oh, starting off. Got the NASCAR Cup Series most winningest driver without winning anything, Corey LaJoie. Take 5 oil change / Duramax car.
It's okay. I need to go to the Take 5 around me and see if they've got like a poster or something. I doubt it, but
possible.
It's very possible. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna hit him up. Be like, hey, yo, you got any of these? Because I have an addiction. He may be the biggest loser for NASCAR, but I will gladly take a hero card just because it's NASCAR affiliated. Just saying.
What a bum.
Yeah. You need to stop.
Fun though.
Moving on, we got the number 4 of Noah Gragson running his Rush Truck Center scheme. This looks like the same one that they
Contingency
ran
decals.
Huh?
Contingency decals.
Oh, true. There are contingency decals on this one. It looks nice.
There it does.
But it looks like the same. As far as the main scheme, it looks like the same that they ran at SHR.
No, it does not. SHR was the freaking green aluminum mobile. Or the gray
rough?
aluminum mobile, not green. Remember the all gray cars that they had for Rush Truck Centers?
You're right. Then what car am I thinking of? Because I thought they ran this one, like this one.
You might be thinking all the way back to maybe like Clint Boyer days.
I might be. Yeah, because they're the ones that ran the 50 Shades of Grey car.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
This has way more color.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Moving on. Mr. Brad
Sorry.
Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski. Did you see what they did to this car?
I did. Into the hauler.
Yeah, they TP'd it.
Yep. And if you actually looked at the car in that video, it looks way better person than it does in this picture.
That it does. The middle picture here, for you guys listening, I'm sorry, because this is gonna this section kind of focuses on our viewers, but it makes me think of like a late model, like the way the shape of the car is and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might not be able to see it, but that's where my brain goes.
I could see it.
But I liked this car a lot better when they showed it. Like it looks a lot better in person and
It's
not
going to
a
look
graphic.
great on track.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know what's gonna look even better though? I'll wait. It's further down.
Yeah, we got to go to Ty Dillon first.
I like this car a lot, actually.
Simple but elegant.
They did it well. The thing that I'm gonna say though is I think it's hilarious that they have a warning label that takes up the whole side of the car.
Yeah,
Right
but at least
underneath the
it's not like humongous.
Right?
Like
Zones?
Kyle Busch's.
Yeah.
Which he's running the same scheme as he did during the Clash.
Yeah.
Gonna be his primary car this year.
I heard that 3Chi was out. So
Are they? I figured they might
I
come
heard.
back for one race again. But I could be wrong. Anywho's, moving on to a new sponsor for Mr. Denny Hamlin.
Denny! This looks like his Sports Clips car, but with slightly different
Wow,
numbers.
you got it all on your own.
I know, right? And it's the same year. Like, it's still relevant, man. I do like that they added, like, the stars and stuff. Like, it's a red, white, and blue car. I get it. But at the same time, like, I just
Sticking
wish
to
they
that
would do...
Hamlin base scheme.
Yeah. I mean, the first time you seen it, it wasn't terrible. But the more they change it and...
Not quite as adaptable as the RFK base scheme.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Got old Fastenal. I do like the little tweaks they did to this scheme. I know we kind of gave it crap at the beginning, but they did change a little bit. They changed enough where it looks good to me. Like, especially around the hood area. Like, that, and let's be honest, those foil numbers are a sell point. I love the numbers.
well, numbers are.
I wish they would make the 1/64 with foil numbers.
Good luck. Need to get them to make diecast before they can start making foil number ones.
You ain't lying, bro.
All right, you want to announce this next one?
I guess it's only my favorite driver besides Jimmy Johnson. OC Bell with his DeWalt Interstate batteries. This looks a lot better than it did last year.
I
Be
do
honest.
like the lightning bolts a lot.
Oh yeah, the transition's just a lot neater. You know what I mean? Last year it looked weird. This year I definitely like it. The front end of the Camry looks like it. I don't know, just looks awesome in a way that it needed to. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Well, jumping away from Toyota, moving to the Fords.
I am excited about this one
Joey Logano.
because it's different. It's not that the scheme is great. I'm just glad it's not just yellow and red.
It's got a little bit of white on it.
It sure does.
It's not mostly yellow either.
No, it's mostly red. I would not mind a red and black Pennzoil scheme. I think it would look pretty dang good. I know they've had one in the past, but I think like if they like, I don't know. I feel like they could do a lot more with Pennzoil than they do.
This one is supposedly is supposed to match their F1 car.
Yeah. Did you see all the IndyCar commercials for the during the Super Bowl?
I didn't see any IndyCar commercials during Super Bowl. I saw a lot of Daytona 500 commercials though.
Really? You didn't see any IndyCar commercials? I had all kinds of IndyCar commercials.
Where were you
I
watching it?
I was watching it on Fox.
I was watching it on Tubi.
Oh, okay. See, but on Fox, they're kind of pushing their indie more, and they showed like a lot of cool like driver stuff. Like I wish they'd do that for NASCAR because I did see like some 500 commercials where it was like the car with the projector, like they did a couple years ago, which is it's a cool thought. But I would love to see them like emphasize some drivers and get like personality and stuff in there. I feel like that's what NASCAR personality. Unless you're Denny Hamlin, and then you just
Your
give
cucumber thrown at you.
personality. Give cucumber rider energy.
Enough of Joey Logano. Let's go back to Toyotas. Bubba Wallace.
It's the French fry car again.
So, on the Wrap It Up podcast, when they brought this one on, he said that it looked like French fries dipped in.
They do. I thought the same thing when I first seen it.
Another comment he made was like, see those fries that are like in the fry carton part? Like who takes the fry carton and upside down?
Right. I'm going to be 100% honest. I wish they'd go like back to simplicity with McDonald's. Like just the red and the yellow and just make the whole car like that. Like I get putting some graphics and stuff in it, but it does not. Hey, will you do me a favor? Will you hand me that McDonald's car right there? No, the metal one. Hang on. I'm going to give you an example. Yep. It's fine. I know. So it's a little dusty because it's been sitting on the shelf. But if they would just go back to like this, I think it would look better.
Nah. Not going to agree with you.
What?
I like that they're changing it up a little bit.
Well, I'm not saying just like, how do I put it? I'm not saying just red and yellow. Like, give it some graphics, but like make it the majority red. I have yet to see Bubba Wallace in like red. That was majority red.
Oh, well, boo-hoo. Write me a river.
How rude.
Enough of him. Mr. William Byron.
Willie B. Back at it again with his Gordon scheme.
This is like a different twist on the
Bro, I feel like I've seen this car way too much.
Well, you get to see it a whole bunch more. 'Cause between this
I'm
and the
sure.
Raptor scheme, they're doing 18 races.
Heck yeah, dude.
But you haven't seen
Oh,
this next one before.
are you sure about that?
Not on track, you haven't.
Oh, I love it.
One thing I do love about this car is you see the little, like, weird looking tree pattern that's in the brown.
I do.
They have that in the number.
I did see that. I'm pretty excited about it.
You-
What cups did you need me to run water in? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. Sorry, I'm playing with my diecast now. It's actually a bank, and I have the keys.
Focus.
I'm struggling tonight, guys. I'm sorry. All right, moving on
Says
to
that every
Eric
night.
Jones in the 43. That's fair.
Last time he was trying to order some doggone diecast.
I didn't order diecast. I ordered race shirts
Whatever.
and a hat.
Merch.
All right, so we got the Advent Health. It looks like the usual Advent Health.
It's slightly different.
I mean, it's slightly different. I like the scheme. It's a good scheme, but there's not really much to say about it. It's Advent Health.
Yeah. Well, we'll move forward to Mr. JJ Yaley. Actually pulled
JJ
sponsorship for the
Yaley.
44.
Yes, sir. Green River.
Another whiskey company.
Yeah, we're gonna have the battle of the whiskeys.
Literally. Because one of the two might not make it in. Maybe both.
Right.
I'm digging
it's
it though.
starting to
I
feel
like the green and like kind of copper
do.
look it's got going on.
I like it too. It looks really good. It's starting to feel like a '90s race. You got like your different chew tobaccos. You got your whiskeys. You're only missing a Budweiser car and like
The
a Miller
Marlboro
Lite
car.
car. Yeah, the Marlboro car or the Camel car.
Yeah.
Take me back, baby. Take me back.
All right. Moving on to the 51, Mr. Cody Ware.
Beware Parts Plus. I'm not a fan of the yellow rims on this one. I think it would look a lot better with black. That's just me.
I think that's a Rick
That's
Ware
a
racing
Ware.
thing.
Yeah, I think I that's what I figured because like all of their cars have it. But Jacob Construction. I don't know. This kind of like screams sprint car esque. Like let's sell all the pieces to this car to different companies and get as much money as we can so we can actually put it on track. If that makes sense.
What? Just because it's got the Battle Rays logo right there in the middle?
Yeah, you got the Battle Rays, you got the Parts Plus, you got what is that? Whatever's underneath the Parts Plus, Jacob's Construction. There's
something on the back quarter panel back there.
Yeah, like it's everywhere. It screams like sprint car. Like I'm just trying to get this car on track.
Well, can you say that same thing for the next guy?
Yep, look at it. It's got tracker boats, Bass Pro Shot. I like this old. Like it's a throwback to one of his very first schemes.
Yeah, well, I would have loved him to run this as his primary last season.
Oh yeah, it looks. The only way that I would say this would get better is if it had a foil orange 56 on it. I would even go with like a silver, like a foil silver. It'd be all right, but
I don't know if silver would go with.
I don't know because I think it would blend in with like the white but I think it looks pretty good.
I agree. Moving on to Mr. Ryan Preece.
This is the car that I was saying would be really good on track. Because as I've said multiple times since they've announced that it would be in the 60 just fills out the car so much better. It just looks more like a race car. than just the 6. I don't know why. I can't explain it. The schemes look like they were built for 60 and not the 6.
Or the 17.
Or yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the 60 looks like it was built for this scheme. You know what I mean? I know we've seen this scheme before. Just it pops a little different. Got them Roush engines in there and everything.
We got Mr. Chandler Smith up next.
I kind of like this scheme in a weird way. Like, I don't think it really goes together. What do you think about it?
A nice change up from the lime neon green that we had going on last season for every race that they entered.
So you think this season is just going to be blue and red?
No, I think this is a Chandler Smith pull here.
So you're saying if they go back, you think they're going to be lime green again?
I don't know about that. For what sponsor did they have at the Clash?
That one
Garrett Smithley. I don't remember.
I don't either. It was
It
the
wasn't
one that we
quick tie, I
said.
know that much.
But anywho,
Can you guess what Michael McDowell's sponsor is?
is it the me car from Talladega Nights?
But it's the same sponsor for his truck and his cup car. So you'll see them both.
Oh, it's Go Bowling at the Glen.
Yeah, except he's going bowling at the Daytona. And hopefully he doesn't take out a bunch of people.
Hopefully he doesn't bowl a strike, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the best sponsor to bring to Daytona.
Yeah, ask Keselowski how good he is at bowling. At least at Talladega. Oh, man.
Moving on to his teammate.
Got a Hosivar running the Ziegler car.
We've seen it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not my favorite scheme. This is one of those schemes, like the color schemes would be nice if you like less is more on this kind of color scheme. Because otherwise it just gets all jumbled up. And I feel like they're on the verge of getting jumbled.
Last but not least, BJ McClyde.
Hitchco. It's very basic.
Literally his Live Fast Motorsports car with an actual sponsor this time around.
At least he have found a sponsor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty cool. Well, last year, I think it was Daytona that he raced no sponsor.
Yep.
Yeah, because I made the joke he should have used the Emmy from from Talladega Nights.
Yep.
But that's all the schemes we've got, at least for the Daytona 500. But we do have one more thing that's scheme oriented.
Oh, okay.
I'm holding.
There we go. That's what I wanted to turn that thing off. Yeah. Ready for it?
Let's do it. Welcome to Slick Scheme Spotlight, or as we refer to it as S Cubed. S Cubed is brought to you by Happy Hour Racing, a place where you can get all your NASCAR and F1 needs. They got die-cast shirts, keychains, chargers, coins, all kinds of good stuff. It updates quite regularly. So if you guys want to go check them out and buy your stuff, in the checkout, use code RHPD, and it won't cost you anything extra, but it will help the podcast, help us upgrade our equipment, and be able to do giveaways for you guys. And who knows, one day we might point where we're going to a race and we'll buy you a ticket to come with us. So
as winning part of a giveaway.
yeah. But in order to do that, we need to have some awesome supporters. So that's why we choose Happy Hour Racing. But I have the first scheme for tonight. And if you guys are new, since this is the start of this season, I'll go ahead and explain what S Cubed is. S Cubed is where one of us chooses a scheme for last race. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of jumped ahead.
That's okay.
And the other one
Just want to
chooses
give our
a
sponsor a little
scheme.
more time.
All right. And the other one chooses a scheme from NASCAR history. Now, a few weeks ago, we hit 100 schemes that we've covered already, which is insane to me. And we haven't even scratched the surface of schemes.
We got a lot of 2024 schemes.
Yeah. But also, starting a new year means new schemes, hopefully. And in Happy Hour Racing RHPD fashion, I said that wrong. I meant to say S Cubed fashion. But
Brought to you by Happy
I
Hour
will go
Racing. It's
first.
all good.
Yeah, brought to you by Happy Hour Racing. I will go first with the scheme from the last race, which is the Clash, and I chose Ross Chastain's black and neon yellow blue scheme. And of course, you're gonna think, well, JT Dallas, you chose a Trackhouse scheme last week, and you dang right I did, because these things are awesome. Granted, I did like SVGs a little better; it popped a little bit more, but this scheme, I'm definitely, if Lionel ever makes them, definitely gonna have to get the set.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a
Because
pack.
yeah, I definitely want one because they looked awesome on track. And Ross Chastain didn't do too bad during the Clash. He started 17th and finished a whole 6th place, so moved up 11 positions. So not bad for my guy. Who knows? We might be seeing the return of the aggressive Melon Man. I hope so. I missed
Also, we
it.
don't get no Hail Melons going on.
Hey, that's against the rules this time.
Yep.
So what you got for us in store for us?
That's your fancy dancy recent scheme. I went with one from the past. Gotta keep it cool. I went with the Greg Biffle scheme way back in 2007. Double
Ooh, got that
stuffed Oreo.
double stuff.
Also got Kraft on the backpack. But this is from the 2007 Orbits 300. It's actually an Xfinity or Busch race. At Daytona International Speedway. He started all the way up in 9th and managed to stay in the top 10 and finish 10th. Gabby, I like the pink and blueness that they got going on, and then the obvious Oreo cream behind the number there.
It definitely does look really cool. Can I just say I miss all of the like huge sponsors that NASCAR used to have? Like you had Oreo, you had Ritz, you had like let me think of some more. Lowe's, you had, I mean, just insane sponsors that like
Like the
really
everyday
helped.
person came in contact with.
Yeah. It wasn't just like, oh, you got this up and coming business, or it was like awesome, like huge sponsors like, Walmart. And well, I mean, and you might think, like, you might come at us and say, well, we got Prime as a sponsor and stuff. Yeah, but I'm talking like they had some like major sponsors like Mellow Yellow, Coke, and that were everyday sponsors, if that makes sense. That's one thing that I really do miss about NASCAR is like that and the promotions, bro. If you look at like NASCAR promotions from the 90s, you can buy anything. You can buy phones, you can buy cups, you could buy headphones, you could buy fake phones. I mean, it's insane what you could get that was related to NASCAR. I mean, some of the weirdest things I have in my collection is just because it was during that time where they made it and you could buy it. I mean, you know what I mean? Now it seems like you can't really buy anything with NASCAR on it except for like a Lego set and diecast. That's all you get. Like you might get t-shirts and a hat. You know what I mean? I feel like it
Yeah.
was so much bigger.
Maybe we'll get back to it one day.
I don't know. The viewers, I seen a thing where it was talking about the viewership this last year was higher than like the last 5 years almost combined. So here's to hoping. I've been noticing a lot of NASCAR like commercials and stuff come on.
Well, I don't know how you felt back in 2020 when the then president Donald J. Trump showed up to the race and did a couple laps in his limo, but making a return this year.
Yes, sir. I don't know. I hope that we get to the back to the point where like you can buy pretty much anything. Like I miss buying Chick cereal and getting a car inside.
Yeah, I do. I remember those. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of my whole liking Mark Martin thing. I had a Winn Dixie by me, and I used to have his little stuff in the store.
Yeah, and like so one of my holy grail collection pieces, and I'm gonna need a lot more. I want, and so if anyone has one, sell it. I find a way to buy it. I want one of the Lowe's Jimmy Johnson shopping carts. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
I want one so bad.
Pretty sure I put my kids in those a couple times.
Bro, I remember when I was little, we'd go to Lowe's. I would always have to get in one, no matter what. Like it was. I miss Lowe's days. That was. Oh man. Like I said, you had some huge sponsorships, like Kellogg's and I don't know what. Like they had just all kinds of awesome sponsorships that was bringing in so much money and like promoting. Like they were promoting geniuses. Like a new movie come out, guess what? NASCAR would do that for them. You know what I mean? It was just a whole different world back then, and now it seems like they don't want to do anything but stay in the realm of NASCAR, and that's not really going to get them any more viewers.
Yeah.
Just my hot take.
That commercial got
Reminiscing
loud
on-
as crap in the background. Hopefully it doesn't pick up on stream. Anyways, that's all we got to cover this episode. So if you liked what you saw, that means you need to join the other 116 subscribers that we got and hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir. Our goal is at the end of this year getting to 300, and we are already away. We started the year with 102, I think, and we're already up to 116. So we're moving on up in the world, and we would love your support in that. And like we mentioned earlier, go follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You can also check out our Discord to check out the Daytona 500. So if you're just not able to watch the 500 by yourself, you can come watch it with us. Let's see here. What else is there? Oh, go check out our Patreon if you want to see our whole uncut hour-long episode with the Wrap It Up guys. Those guys are really cool. You should go check them out. And go check out their channel while you're at it, if you haven't already. And if you're here from the Wrap It Up, we RHPD. We'd love to have you guys. And if you have any comments on how to make the show better for you guys, or just some suggestions, or if you just want to, put your opinions out there about what's going on in the world of NASCAR, be sure to hit us up in the comments, in our Discord, everything. But do you have anything else to say?
Yep. Check out our merch. Links also down in the description.
Yes, sir.
We got some new stuff that we're working on. I know we've been saying that for a long time, but start pushing those out too.
That's facts.
Stop talking about it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I had something and then I lost it. So until next time, I guess I'll read us out if you don't have anything else to add.
Oh, we're good.
All right.
Happy Daytona Speed Week.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I'm so excited. The season's starting for real this time, and I'm pumped. Anyway, thank you guys so much for riding shotgun with us on this episode. Praise Dale. Remember, the checker flag might fall, but the excitement never ends. Till next time, keep the pedal to the metal and the passion for racing burning. This is Race Hail Praise Dale signing off. Catch you in the next turn.